What's up guys, my name's Kyle from It's HCG Gaming, and today we're going to be going over some of the stuff that we just learned about the new Call of Duty Advanced Warfare game. There's a lot of stuff to talk about, so let's go ahead and get into it. So the first thing that we are going to be covering is the new Pick 13 system. Pick 13 system, the created class system that was introduced during Black Ops 2 is now returning, except now you have room for 13 options instead of just 10. Score streak selection is now part of this system, and you have the option to have a fourth score streak if you enable the wildcard. So basically, it's the same exact thing as Black Ops 2 had when you were creating a class, but instead of 10 selections, you now have 13 selections. But you have to keep in mind that your score streaks are now a part of your class. So you can't just slap on 3 score streaks and have all 13 of your attachments, perks, and wildcards. Now you have everything combined into one. But basically it's the same thing as Black Ops 2 had when you were creating a class, just add 3 more selections and you have a Pick 13 system, which is awesome. I'm glad they brought that back. So the next thing we're going to get into is the score streaks, and the fact that you can now upgrade your score streaks to make them better. Every score streak in Advanced Warfare now has the option to upgrade it and make it more powerful, but it comes at a cost. The stronger you make the score streak, the more points it takes to earn. And the example shown here on the screen that's a UAV, and basically there's an upgrade that's attached to it called support. And what support does is it shows all enemies on the map for 10 seconds following the activation of the UAV. But instead of this score streak costing the regular 300 points, it's going to cost 700 points. So instead of 3 kills, you got to get 7 kills for an extra 10 seconds of having every enemy on the map show up. So that's something new that Advanced Warfare is bringing in, is now you can upgrade your score streak if you want some extra little perks to go along with your score streak to make it better. Sticking with score streaks, some score streaks will have the option to have a second person to assist during the score streak. One example is shown as 2 people on a chopper gunner type score streak called the Warbird. In addition to customizable score streaks, the game introduces co-op score streaks, which for the first time 2 players can now join up a score streak and work together. This is the perfect example of teamwork for those players who rack up score with those that may not always get a chance to experience high-end score streaks. Teaming up on a Warbird is a perfect way to gain the advantage on the battlefield. This is a pretty cool new thing that Advanced Warfare is bringing to Call of Duty. So basically what this does is if you get a score streak and you have a friend that's playing with you, you call in your Warbird and then he can join in the Warbird with you. So now there's 2 people and a chopper gunner working together. That's basically what this does. I think it's a pretty cool new addition to Call of Duty. Next thing we're going to be talking about is creating your character, or create an operator. Customize your own in-game character like never before. Similar to the Ghost customizations, but now with more options, you can now also customize eyewear, tops, glove, pants, knee guards, boots, and exos. So this is something that's been around in a couple of Call of Duties now, but now you can really put your own style into this, customizing your guy head to toe. And I believe in some supply drops, which I'll talk about next, you can get a couple exclusive things, which is awesome. Alright, so next we're going to be talking about the supply drops, also known as random loot. They're earned in-game from challenges that can contain anywhere from 1 to 3 items at random, and each item is either a common good or a rare item, defined by 3 colors so that you can tell enlist, professional, or elite, which are different ranks of the rarity of the item. Supply drops consist of 1 special gun combination that include rare camos and a rare gun design, 2 player gear like helmets, exos, vests, etc. And 3 in-game reinforcements or enhancements that are very similar to Titanfall burn cards. All items that you earn are saved in the armory, which is a vault that saves up to 84 items at a time. Alright, so these random supply drops happen in-game. In multiplayer matches, you're going to randomly see them over the map. And they also happen in single player, I believe. But it's a cool new thing that they are bringing to Call of Duty to get you some really rare exclusive things, like different types of camos for guns and different types of loadouts for your character to wear. Alright, so next we're going to be talking about the exosuit abilities, which is a huge thing in this game. It's one of the main mechanics that this game is going to be working around, is your exosuit. So every soldier has a new unlimited double jump and dash ability that you can pick one additional special ability through the new Pick 13 system. These new EXO abilities are activated by the player during the match using the left bumper, or that is L1 for PlayStation, and used until the EXO battery is depleted. That is one thing that I'm scared about for this game, is every soldier has a new unlimited double jump and dash ability, which means there's going to be a lot of jumping around from level to level. There's going to be a lot of dashing left to right, and it's going to be kind of hard in my eyes to kill people. It's going to take jump shotting to a whole new level like never before. I feel like it's going to be a lot like Titanfall. But anyway, the new abilities that you get to pick are Exo Shield, a quick deploy shield attached to your Exo arm, which is basically just a big shield, and it's basically like a riot shield. Exo Overclock, which is increased foot speed, which is, I guess, going to be like Agility Pro, or Agility, or whatever you want to call it. It's just basically going to make you run faster. Exo Stim, temporary health regeneration beyond normal levels. So basically you're going to become just a superhuman. I guess you can just take bullets like the Hulk or something, and you're just going to be invulnerable for a little bit, I'm guessing. Exo Cloak, short duration of visual concealment, which means you're invisible, basically. They have this in Titanfall where you can go invisible. Same exact concept here. Exo Hover, short duration hovering in place, which I guess once you do your double jump, you can literally just fly around in the air for a little bit. Exo Ping shows enemy movements and weapon fire on the HUD. This one's actually pretty cool. I believe it's like a perk in Call of Duty Ghosts. I forget what the perk's called because I really didn't play a whole lot of Call of Duty. This one's pretty self-explanatory. It shows enemies when they shoot their weapon on your HUD. And last one is Exo Trophy System. Destroys incoming grenades and rockets for a limited period of time. It's basically a trophy system from Black Ops 2, but it just pops out of your arm. Alright, so those are the Exo suit abilities. Obviously some of them are going to be a little bit overpowered, like the Stimulant, the Exo Stim, where you can temporarily regenerate health beyond normal levels. That's going to be OP, obviously. I think the Cloak is going to be kind of overpowered, where you can just go invisible whenever you want. I don't really see these being used in competitive games. I feel like they're definitely going to get banned pretty quickly, because competitively speaking, these are all pretty overpowered, so I don't really see this being used in competitive. But for regular multiplayer, it's going to be a lot of fun to use these. The next thing that we are going to be talking about is the new weapon class, which is the energy weapons. The high-tech nature of 2054 is coming to multiplayer, and there is no better example than the energy weapon. The new heavy weapons class includes energy weapons like the EM1 and the EMP M2. These new weapons use the power of weaponized energy to overcome enemies. This class of weapon doesn't rely on reloads, but instead they are known to overheat after too much activity. This is where this game gets kinda crazy. Alright, we're no longer using bullets, we're using lasers. It's kinda far out there in the future, but you know, whatever, it's gonna be pretty fun. No reloads, which is pretty cool, which means you're gonna have to burst fire these so you don't overheat your gun and then just have to let it cool down and be vulnerable to everybody else when everybody else can just reload. Alright, so the next thing that we're going to talk about is a pretty cool new thing that Advanced Warfare has put into the game. It's called the virtual fighting range. While you're in creative class or waiting for the lobby for your next match to start, you can now seamlessly jump into a virtual fighting range with no load time while you wait for your next match. And it's perfect for people who want to test out their new guns, their new classes, and this is just a really cool thing they put in. It's also a time waster while you're just sitting there waiting for the lobbies to get full and so you can get started in your next game. But it's also a great place to test out your new classes. Next we have some new game modes. We have two new game modes. The first one is called Uplink, similar to Halo's Oddball. The object is to secure the drone, which is a ball-like device, and reach the uplink station, which is a big glowing sphere at the opposite end of the map. Jump into the sphere to earn the 2 full points, or throw the drone into the sphere and earn 1 point. So this game mode is like, obviously it's like Halo's Oddball, or for Call of Duty terms, it's like one flag capture the flag. The next game mode is called Momentum. Advanced Warfare is bringing back the War game mode that originally only appeared in World at War. Momentum is the Call of Duty version of Tug War. 5 consecutive capture points exist on the map, but only one is active at a time. The more kills and capture your teams get, the faster you're able to capture additional points. Once the other team captures on you, the momentum meter gets reset, so your team needs to be at its best the whole game. So the last thing I'm going to be talking about is the stuff that is returning to Advanced Warfare. Now the first thing is being Clan Wars. Currently being developed by Breachhead Studios. We're expecting it to be similar to Clan Wars and Ghost, but nothing has been revealed yet. It's pretty self-explanatory. Clan Wars is most likely coming back to be exactly the same thing that it was in Ghost. Broadcaster mode is coming back. Nothing has been shown yet, but it was promised to be available on day 1 of launch. I believe Oracle mode is coming with that. It's something that Ghost introduced. But broadcaster mode has been around since Black Ops 2, so that's coming back, which is awesome for the competitive. Hardpoint is coming back. Something that made Black Ops 2 such a great competitive game is coming back, and I'm excited for that. I'm really glad for that. I was mad that this game mode got taken out of Ghost, but I'm really glad that's coming back. Some other things that aren't on this list are Capture the Flag is coming back, which is awesome. Hopefully that takes over Blitz in the competitive scene, even though Blitz is coming back as a game mode. And the one thing that is not returning is Theater Mode. Theater Mode was also not in Ghosts. The reason for that being is the developer said that since the Xbox One and PS4 already have recording devices inside of them, there's really no need for Theater Mode anymore. So that's everything that we've learned so far about the new Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. So if you enjoyed this, please leave a like, a comment, and subscribe for more videos about Call of Duty Ghosts in the future. There's going to be a lot coming out soon, and hopefully you guys stick around for it. Until next time, guys, I'm Kyle. Peace.